It's a place without fences, without leases. A way is where every member of the family can run free. Find your way. For a dealer in the RV that's right for you, visit GoRVing.com.
Introducing Rust-Oleum White New. Just wipe it on and instantly restore weathered, sun-damaged vehicles. Just one wipe will keep your vehicle looking like new for years to come. Nothing else compares in ease, durability, and staying power. White New's groundbreaking formula outperforms traditional brands and has created a new standard that cannot be duplicated. White New Headlight will instantly repair foggy, discolored headlights and keep them looking brand new. Rust-Oleum White New products are guaranteed and available at fine retailers.
These birds, once affected by oil, are heading back home thanks to Dawn. Rescue workers only trust Dawn because it's tough on grease yet gentle.
There are those who put on sunblock to prevent sun damage, and those who don't. There are those who take Beano before they eat to prevent discomfort, and those who don't. Don't be those who don't. Beano, clinically proven to stop gas and discomfort before it starts.
Our old TV bill would change willy-nilly, and this dish fella showed up, and he said, "I'm listening." It was freaky.
A good freaky.
The Dish 2-year price guarantee. No willy-nilly.
Get great deals on great gear at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Like select men's hiking shorts for under $15. Save 25% on select towable tubes. And bring the kids for free workshops and activities.
Your paycheck. Your family depends on it. But if something happened to you, you need life insurance. And chances are SelectQuote can get it for you for under $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Alec, 38, a $500,000 policy for under $23 a month. SelectQuote found Kenesha, 37, a $750,000 policy for under $22 a month.
SelectQuote's secret? They impartially shop a select group of highly rated companies like these for your best rate. Give your family the security it needs at a price you can afford.
Since 1985, SelectQuote has saved over 1 million families millions of dollars on life insurance. Call now, 800-311-6499, or go to SelectQuote.com. Discover what over 1 million families know. We shop, you save.
Start every day with the best in weather. Join Jim Cantori, Stephanie Abrams, and Jen Carfagno weekday mornings starting at 5 for AMHQ on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low, 68. Winds light and variable. Thursday, partly cloudy skies. High, 91. Winds light and variable. Thursday night, a few clouds. Low, 67. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Here's some hail coming down. Look at that bouncing around parts of Kansas yesterday. And the National Weather Service reporting that some of the hail ranged anywhere from ping-pong-size hail up to baseball-size hail. Maybe some ping-pong here. It doesn't look quite that big, but that's going to be rare. Usually you can see a lot of hail bouncing around. It's usually not the big stuff, but still, yeah, it is enough stuff to at least cause a little bit of concern. Let's take a look right now at Harrisburg, PA. And we've been watching this. This camera has changed a little bit throughout the day, and we're going to continue to do so. We'll continue to follow what is happening now and what is going to be happening, because there's still the possibility for parts of Pennsylvania, parts of West Virginia, Maryland, and Virginia to have some thunderstorms today. And some of those thunderstorms have the potential of being severe. Here's a look at the big picture, and what I want to focus on is what you can see this big area right here in the south. And we're going to take a closer look at that in a few moments. I want to look at this right in here, that northern location here where you're getting some clouds right now, which keep things a little bit cooler. Then with a little bit more sunshine, that'll help destabilize the atmosphere and help get the atmosphere to want to rise, essentially. Then it just needs a nudge from this area of low pressure to get some of the storms going. And eventually that is what we're going to see. And going through the rest of the day, we're seeing some showers right now, and we'll continue to see a few showers. And then some storms and some heavier rain will be a possibility later on tonight for this part of Pennsylvania. And it's, of course, something that we're going to be keeping an eye on, also keeping an eye on those temperatures. They're going to be climbing in Harrisburg right into the weekend. Meteorologist and sun specialist Mark Elliott is keeping an eye on the tropics.
Yeah, you know, this time of year we're all, focusing on severe storms still, but we also have to start remembering that the tropics can get a little bit more active this time of year. It is a classic summer day here in Nags Head. 81 degrees, feels like 85, a couple of fair weather too. Maybe some storm development later on today, but just off the coast, there was a little sneaky system trying to get organized off the North Carolina coastline, and we can see that now just before the sun is setting off the coast. This spin, you see that right in here, right? There's this counterclockwise swirl. This was actually tied to a complex of thunderstorms that came all the way across from the U.S. mainland and off the coast, started interacting with an old front here. The good news is that we no longer have any real chance of tropical development, and even if there were to be, it's moving away. So that is the good news for those of you with interest in North Carolina. It's tied to this old boundary. You can see we do have some extra cloud cover in this zone, but those old boundaries near warm waters can sometimes lead to tropical development, but again, it doesn't look like this one is going to turn into much. And so then our eyes move further towards the south and east, right? What is this? Well, that's a new tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa. And when you look a little bit closer in, we've got this flare up and also these. And you might say, well, this one looks way better. This one's definitely going to last and make it all the way across. Well, it's a little bit early for that, and there's a lot of headwinds in the way. And let's go through some of what's stopping the development off the coast of Africa right now. Number one is we have a whole bunch of African ducks from the Sahara that made it all the way into the Caribbean. And don't just take the graphics word for it. We can look down from above and see it. This is real color imagery from Colorado State. And look at that, right? That is all dust from the Sahara. Pretty impressive that we can see it that way. And this sometimes kind of chokes off the development of storms. The other thing is that we have kind of abnormally cold water over that main development region still, colder than even average. Now, it's not supposed to be super warm yet, but this is colder than it even is normally. The difference is, as we get out towards the U.S., is that we do have warmer than average water in the northern Gulf and off the southeast coast. So at some point, if we do see, a disorganized tropical wave coming out of the Caribbean and into the southeast, or out of the, the western Caribbean and into the Gulf, suddenly we could have a little bit more development close to home. Not only that, but studies have shown that we can see quick intensification in that zone in the northern Gulf, so that could be problematic a little bit later down the line. Chris.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. We'll be watching down the line for sure. Also, if a day's the line, down the line every day in Florida, this time of year, tends to heat up, and you have a really good chance of getting showers and thunderstorms. And that's also true here in Orlando. Right now, we're seeing a few more clouds on the horizon compared to what we saw a little bit earlier, more of just kind of those puffy clouds. But there are some showers and some storms around parts of central Florida. In fact, here's Orlando, and right over Orlando, we had just a few clouds, and earlier, when you have this right here, this is a visible satellite, so all the dark on the map would be where there's a lot of sunshine. We had just a few speckles here earlier, and now look at that. Right over Orlando, at least just north here, we're seeing more clouds, and the big picture is showing that too. It's here in this part of Florida where we're seeing the most action, and this goes right along with where the most lightning is right now as well. Also north of Miami and south of Miami, we're starting to see a little bit more action. But as far as Orlando goes, here's the deal. Afternoon storms tomorrow, and then it's the hit-and-miss storms once again that we come to expect in Florida.
All right, thanks so much, Chris. And coming up at the top of the hour, dangerous storms developing right now. Straight ahead, we'll highlight the spots at risk today, tonight, and through the rest of the week. You want to stay with us.
Jardiance faster. And now you know. Jardiance is the only type 2 diabetes pill proven to both reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who have type 2 diabetes and heart disease, and lower A1C with diet and exercise.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration. This may cause you to feel dizzy, faint, or lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, and trouble breathing. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of ketoacidosis or an allergic reaction. Symptoms of an allergic reaction include rash, swelling, and difficulty breathing and swallowing. Do not take Jardiance if you are on dialysis or have severe kidney problems. Other side effects are sudden kidney problems, genital yeast infections, increased bad cholesterol, and urinary tract infections, which may be serious. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take and if you have any medical conditions.
Isn't it time to rethink your type 2 diabetes medication? Ask your doctor about Jardiance and get to the heart of what matters.
If your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's symptoms are holding you back, and your current treatment hasn't worked well enough, it may be time for a change. Ask your doctor about Entyvio, the only biologic developed and approved just for UC and Crohn's. Entyvio works to fight of inflammation in the GI tract and is clinically proven to help many patients achieve both symptom relief and remission. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, serious, potentially fatal brain infection caused by a virus, may be possible. This condition has not been reported with Entyvio. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, experience frequent infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Liver problems can occur with Entyvio. If your UC or Crohn's treatment isn't working for you, ask your gastroenterologist about Entyvio. Entyvio, relief and remission within reach.
To most, he's Phil Mickelson, pro golfer. To me, he's, well, Dad. So when his joint pains and psoriatic arthritis got really bad, it scared me. And what could that pain mean?
Joint pain could mean joint damage. Embro helps relieve joint pain, helps stop irreversible joint damage, and helps skin get clearer. Embro may lower your ability to fight infections, serious, sometimes fatal events, including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, other cancers, nervous system and blood disorders, and allergic reactions have occurred. Tell your doctor if you've been someplace where fungal infections are common, or if you're prone to infection, have touched a sore, have had hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if you have persistent fever, bruising, bleeding, or pain. Don't start Embro if you have an infection like the flu.
Since Embro, Dad's back to being Dad.
Visit Embro.com and use the joint damage simulator to see how your joint damage could be progressing.
Ask about Embro. Embro. FDA approved for over 15 years.
There's many reasons why I'm doing this. I mean, it's a very big challenge for me personally, physically, and mentally, and I want to see how far I can push myself, number one. Number two is I want to inspire many women around the world, young and old, and even men as well, to just go out and just push themselves as hard as they can and reach their dreams. And also to support the friendship between Cuba and the United States.
And can you imagine? And paddleboarding's fun, it can be hard work, but going from one country to another, Liana, that's got to be something else.
That's a feat in itself right there. All right, this woman, Victoria Burgess, is aiming to be the first woman to make the crossing on a stand-up paddleboard. An American man was the first to do it, taking 28 hours. And check out this video, an aerial view of Kilauea. The USGS says this is showing dramatic changes to the volcano's crater. And get this, the crater walls will continue to slump inward at summit. Also of note, the agency lost one of its GPS outposts as the crater collapsed on itself.
And we have some new video into the Weather Channel to show you right now. This time-lapse of the clouds as they were rolling through Ontario, and then coming down, I think those are raindrops. Or what it could be is there's a tree overhead and the water on the tree. That's how you usually get the big drops, you know what I mean? When the water gets blown off or something.
Accumulation.
Yeah, there's a big mini puddles, if you will, that are getting blown off the leaves and coming down the big drops. That looks like the big drops. Maybe there's some hail in there. Could be. I don't know, but cool. Love the time-lapse. I always love the time-lapse. You like the time-lapse?
I do, yes. I mean, it speeds everything up. I love it. You get to see how everything blossoms in such a short period of time. All right, let's send it out to the lab right now.
I'm going to say there was a roof or a gutter there, Chris. I'll take your tree and one up you one. In any case, I'm meteorologist Mark Elliott here on Weather Center Live from the lab. Yesterday, severe storms spanned tornadoes through the Midwest. There was damage and injuries from those. What about today? Today, widespread severe weather. It has started in the south. Where else will it go? And what's the timing for your area? Those details coming up.
That meteorologist Liana Brackett, this week's storm threat doesn't end today. Heavy rain and hail will show up in parts of the Northeast. Ahead, the areas I'm most concerned about as we head through the week and the likelihood those storms could impact your commute to and from work.
And I'm meteorologist Chris Warren, and here's a look at what we are expecting in the coming days. Some big-time heat. It's hot for many spots today, and by this weekend, dangerous heating by the end of the week. We're going to be dealing with some dangerous heat. We'll let you know who's going to have some of the most dangerous triple-digit heat, and we'll take a look at just how long the heat is going to stick around and what it's going to mean.
We went in the basement for a little bit, and then we heard that it was like kind of like gone. So then we came up and we looked out the window and saw it. I looked out my window and there was like a big cloud that looked like the tornado. After it went behind the house, it kind of started to go up.
A massive tornado in northern Illinois, and the teenager right there is describing the moment she peeked out to capture it on camera. The National Weather Service is out surveying the damage today. In fact, the mayor of Manhattan, Illinois, says a dozen buildings sustained minor damage in addition to trees being uprooted across town. And check out the skies over Eureka, Kansas yesterday. You can see the striations showing it up amidst ominous images. The town suffering a direct hit from a tornado. National Weather Service teams are out surveying the damage right now to determine the strength of it. And here's the aftermath of the tornado. You can see tree limbs cracked and tree limbs down, power lines damaged across the area, 8 people injured, and we even saw severe damage to several buildings. All right, it's not just yesterday, it's not just tomorrow, it's also today that we have to worry about the severe threat. Let's go ahead and send it out into the lab with severe storm specialist.
And we're watching for storms right now, and not only through the rest of the day, but they've already begun across the southeast. You can see that using the visible satellite imagery. Storms are really bubbling up across the south, including across these areas in North Carolina, headed towards Charlotte. Greenville, Spartanburg have some storms and already some wind damage reports. We have storms blossoming right along the Alabama-Georgia border, and a whole complex of storms from Kentucky into eastern Tennessee. So let's go through all this right now. This is the zone that we are really following. One thing that's really cool with the way that the storms came through eastern Tennessee earlier today, they put out an old boundary, this rain-cooled air, and you can actually see that using the wind streams. Sometimes that acts like a mini cold front and can start to flare up storms. So these, I would argue, could get a little bit more vigorous as they approach that wind shift line. Now, so let's start off here across northern Tennessee. Severe thunderstorm warning right in here because of this, push of heavy rain and wind that's coming into play. And it's coming into areas that have extraordinarily saturated ground because of rain this morning. Doppler radar estimating close to 8 inches of rain in some of these areas over the past 12 hours, and now there's more rain on the way. So again, if you're in Clay, Fentress, Jackson, Macon counties in Tennessee, that is right in here. Very heavy rain, but also wind damage potential as those storms drop in. So here's a closer look at that severe thunderstorm warning. Clay, Overton, and Pickett counties here. Very gusty winds thanks to this storm that is racing south and east. Again, flooding may wind up stealing the show across central and eastern Tennessee. Then into the Carolinas, as well as portions of Georgia. Severe thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock. It does include Charlotte, and there are storms generally headed into your direction. I will say the lone storm in North Carolina of any note right now is this one right along the border. Cherokee, Cleveland, Rutherford County. It is a severe thunderstorm warning for you. Greenville, Spartanburg, a whole smattering of storms approaching you. Along 85, gusty winds are coming your way. Also in Georgia and crossing over the South Carolina border. So 85 in extreme southern portions of the roadway in South Carolina. The storms are headed towards you as well. Anderson, Coney also. Storms that were earlier severe here along the Alabama-Georgia border no longer have a severe thunderstorm warning, but there's still a pretty good lightning jump there. So a strong updraft. And this storm is going to be crossing over the border. Eventually, this is the kind of stuff that's going to affect Atlanta and the North Atlanta suburbs. Chris, over to you.
Mark, thank you so much. And with that, we want to check in right now with meteorologist Mike Seidel, who has been checking out what's going on in North Georgia, in the Atlanta suburbs, and areas beyond. Mike, looks like you got your rain gear on now.
Yeah, we put the rain gear on, but then we got back in the vehicle because of the lightning. We're out in Taylorsville. While we were in Taylorsville, it's a very small community. So now in the backcountry roads here in northwest Georgia, we've had some rain, the steam coming off the roads, and we've had some lightning and thunder. But something we haven't had is hail and very little wind, and this storm was not severe warned. Take a look at the radar right now. You can see the heaviest right now has moved just to our south and east. This is going to be heading into the northwest Atlanta suburbs, towards Dallas, into Dallas County, also towards Powder Springs, and eventually probably at least parts of Cobb County. We're also watching that big cluster that came out of Alabama now into Polk County, southern Floyd County, and this is all moving east and southeast. So rain is heading to the Atlanta metro along with lightning. But right now, there are no warnings. We'll see if these storms get a little bit more robust as they head towards metro Atlanta over the next couple of hours. But again, heading in here a little after 4 Eastern, right during rush hour, so the first impact will be on 75 northbound. Always a true pleasure in the afternoon in Atlanta, and we'll keep an eye on that. So right now, no warnings, but rain, some wind gust, and lightning heading towards the northwest suburbs of Atlanta. We're going to be heading back in that direction now out of Taylorsville, and we may catch some brief moments of downpours, Chris, but that's the worst we've seen. Little lightning, thunder, brief spat of heavy rain, and now, as you can see here, it's not raining at all. Back to you.
All right, meteorologist Mike Seidel, thank you so much. Dealing with some wet roads right now, and we want to go to Liana and see what people in the Northeast are going to be dealing with pretty soon here. Some more stuff, Liana.
It's so true, Chris. I mean, we're looking on the live picture of Pittsburgh on the left and New York City on the right. Both of you have very overcast, gloomy skies. Now, you do have some showers picking up as we speak, but the main storm threats are going to kick into gear until we get into tomorrow. So tonight, this is what we have to deal with, this onslaught of moisture picking up just underneath that low pressure system. As it continues to move east, it will stretch across the eastern seaboard, heading into New England by tomorrow. So that means that you have to expect those storms to develop. They're already starting now. We did have some lightning associated with those thunderstorms down in Carlson, reported at the ASOS there. We have some showers picking up across.
You're wearing them out. Keep trying.
Things remain very, very wet and stormy and unsettled over the next several hours. It's going to continue through the rest of your evening commute overall by